Hey everyone, how y'all doing? My name is Mateo and I am from Maschine Masters. Today, I'm going to show you how to get your bass in your beat tight with just one EQ move. Now, I love bass as much as the next producer, but when it comes to mixing, it causes a nightmare of issues. The biggest misunderstanding that a lot of producers have with bass is that for some reason they keep using bass in stereo. Bass doesn't have to be in stereo. Bass, for it to be effective, needs to be in the middle of the stereo image, needs to be punchy, needs to be fat, and needs to be right in your face. I'm going to pull up an EQ that all of you should have in the Maschine Masters community if you've got the Native Instruments Komplete bundle. And this is one of my favorite EQs. It is one of my go-to EQs because it is a very sweet and transparent sounding EQ. Now, this EQ was designed in part with Softtube, and it's modeled after a mastering EQ known as the Massive Passive. And one of my favorite things about it is that it can be used in stereo or in mid-side. Now, for this particular example, we're going to leave it in mid-side. So first, I'm going to take this EQ out, and we're going to listen to the beat. Cool. So I've already done my thing with the beat to get it sounding as good as possible, but this is without adjusting the bass yet. So now we're going to adjust the bass. So you can hear that the bass was kind of like all over in the stereo image, right? Now I'm going to bring this EQ in, and we're going to make sure we have it in mid-side because we don't want to affect the bass in the mid. We want to affect it on the side. I'm going to bring this all the way down. And we're going to go to the high pass filter. So this removes the low end. And we're going to take the high pass on the side channel and we're going to bring it up and listen to hear where it sounds best. So we're going to play it and roll this up. So I like it up to about 120 hertz. Okay. So if I go any higher than that, then I feel like it's removing a little too much of that warmth and coming from the bass. Now, for whatever beat you have, it'll be different for you. You might need to bring it lower. You might need to bring it higher. So we're going to listen back to this now, and I'm going to bring it in and out as I play the beat, just so we can hear the difference it made. So I definitely like it with the EQ, and that's because the bass is more focused, it's tighter, it doesn't sound flabby like it did before. It doesn't have that little like that, you know? I don't know. Anyways, it's more focused, it's more in your face, and best of all, it saved headroom in the mix, which means it's going to be easier to put other stuff in there. Check out this EQ, make sure you're using it because it is a very great sounding EQ, specifically for when you don't want it to sound like you're EQing stuff. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions about what we covered in this tutorial, please leave it in the comment section below. If you have any suggestions for anything we should cover in future tutorials, also leave that in the comment section below. As always, like, share, and subscribe to Maschine Masters so we can continue to keep bringing you great content. And I look forward to bringing you guys another tutorial next week. Cheers.